It's the day 5 of my exercise routine. Yesterday was a break and quite deserved as well because my knees were hurting. Today is the full body workout session, but I cannot do my pull-ups here, so there will be a separate video uploaded after I go up to the pull-up bar in the playground after I complete other routines in my room. So first of all, we will be doing little warm-up and a new mobility exercise. Which is under
until you bring out a good stretch in your lateral armpit. In today's video,
it's going to be a follow along video, so just warm up a little bit. I won't be jump skipping because it will bring out the dust that is in the carpet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dangerous activities. Let's stretch.
I'm going to show you a full body mobility routine that takes less than 10 minutes.
Get up and get down, get up and get
Hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by the YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you a mobility routine that you can do no matter where you're at and takes less than 10 minutes. To show you, let's start my timer. Okay, the first one of the day is going to be the world's greatest stretch. It's called that for a reason, as you're going to find out. You're going to start in a big lunge position like this. Make sure your front foot is out. Now, in this position, you're going to start off by taking your hand and placing it next to your foot. You're going to take your back leg and extend it. So we're working on that hip extension of the back leg, knees driven out to the side. Now, in this position, what you're going to start with is taking your free hand and dropping it as far towards the ground as possible. Now, if you can't get down very far, just go as far as you can and you'll get a good stretch in your mid-back. Hold for a couple seconds. Deep breath in and out. And then you're going to come up and out and hold for a couple seconds there too. So it's down and back up. Now, while you're doing this, you're actively engaging your hips. You're driving your back leg to the sky and knee out to the side. So you're squeezing your glutes. So not only are you getting upper body, but also a little bit of lower body. So from right here on this side, hand down, knee out to the side, squeeze the glutes. I can feel a light stretch in my hip flexors, knee out to the side, a little bit of adductor stretch. And again, down as far as you can, good mid-back stretch. Up and out to the sky, hold it for a second, and then back down. Again, we're doing 3 of these. You can do a couple more with pauses if you want in each position. So that is number 1, the world's greatest stretch. Number 2, we're going to work on mid-back. What you're going to use is a foam roller. This is the prayer stretch. Now, if you don't have a foam roller, you can just put your hands right on the ground. There's not a problem with that at all. You're going to start in a kneeling position. Place the foam roller in front of you. Hands on top of each other, and you're going to drop your chest towards the ground. So right here, drop your chest. Take a couple deep breaths in and out. And then back up. Now, if this creates shoulder pain, you're just going to move your hands out to the side, and you can place your thumbs straight up and down. This will allow you to get a good mid-back stretch without any anterior impingement for some of you guys that may be dealing with some shoulder pain at the same time. So like this, and then drop. And one more. Again, the idea behind it is that we're working on mid-back thoracic spine, which often throughout our day, because we're forward-shouldered, looking at our phones all day long, we have problems in opening up. If you can't open your mid-back up, you're going to have problems getting your bar into a good position for a back squat or any pressing movements overhead. So the prayer stretch can be a great one. Now, next, you're going to be doing something to work on your lat flexibility. This is an area that often we develop stiffness because we're doing so much pulling, especially all my strength athletes, and not enough pressing overhead to balance that flexibility. So what are we going to use? A bar in the rack. If you're at home and you don't have a bar, just grab a banister from your staircase or anything that you can get your arms into and pull back on. From right here, we're going to externally rotate your shoulders. Now remember, your lats, these big V-shaped muscles on your back, are powerful internal rotators. So if you're doing a lot of pulling and keeping the bar close to you, those muscles can get stiff and tight and limit your ability to externally rotate, which will limit your ability to get the bar overhead or get back into a good back squat position. So what you're going to do is externally rotate, grab the bar like this, place your other hand on top to keep it in place. From here, you're going to sit back and then shift to the side in order to bring out a good stretch in your lats that run all the way up here, more like your lateral armpit region. So this is what it's going to look like. Back up. About a 5 to 10 second stretch. Back up. We'll do 3. And then you're going to do the same thing on your other side. So palm up, hand on top, sitting back, and then shifting side to side until you bring out a good stretch in your lateral armpit. All right, so right there, we've done the world's greatest stretch. We've done the prayer stretch. We've hit our lats. Now what we're going to do is a deep goblet squat stretch. This is something that you can do with just a plate, a kettlebell, a light dumbbell, or even a heavy backpack. Throw some books in your backpack. What you're going to do is find a weight that can offset your body weight and allow you to sink into an even deeper squat than you may be capable of without that weight. So from right here, what you're going to do, sit up in the ideal squat stance that you want to use whenever you're lifting. Hold the weight away from you, and then you're just going to sit down as deep as you can. Don't let your elbows touch your knees, and you're going to sit down as deep as you can, and then elbows can go on the knees, and from right here, you're just going to almost freestyle side to side and feel for where you may have some stiffness within your hips or your ankles. If you have some stiff ankles, all you're going to do is drive your knee directly over your toe until this brings out a really good stretch in your calf. Now, it's very important that when you're doing this, you want to mimic the ideal mechanics that we want to see in the squat. I've seen some people before do this with their toes real far wide out to the side, and then when they drive the knee forward, you can see that knee is well over the inside of the toe. That's just mimicking that knee cave position. We want to be as optimal as possible so that we get as much carryover to the ideal squat mechanics. So set your feet in that toe angle that you use when you squat, or maybe even a more exaggerated forward position. And then that knee should drive over the lateral aspect of your foot. But from right here, I may be doing a 5 to 10 second hold on each calf stretch. I'm swiveling side to side. I'm getting in a little bit of activation of those muscles by driving the hips open, holding for a couple seconds, and back down. But again, this is more of a dynamic stretch and mobility routine, not necessarily a static stretch, okay? So we're doing maybe a minute down here. You can come up and rest, and then do another one, okay? Squatting down, a little bit side to side. That's it. That's pretty good right there. And I can tell directly after how good my squat feels. So always test and retest and see, how do you feel afterwards? And if it's right for you, you should feel like you're able to squat down much deeper and have that more freedom of motion. Now, here's the deal. Mobility is not just your ability to stretch and do simple flexibility exercises. We have to be able to control that new motion that we get into. So that's where mobility is different than just static stretching. It has a control component. So we worked on all that upper body opening. Let's work on controlling it just a little bit more with a very simple kettlebell motion. This is called a kettlebell windmill. And it's a great mobility and control exercise combined that can be sort of the last icing on top of the cake movement in our mobility routine. So what you're going to do, and at home, again, if you don't have a kettlebell with you, a light dumbbell, you can even do this with a jug of water. Basically, any light weight can be very helpful. You're going to be in a kneeling position, and we're going to start, watch my back leg. I'm going to take it to the side. Now from here, I'm going to start overhead in a good ideal starting position. Shoulder blade is locked down, not shrugged up. And from here, I'm going to hinge back. See how my hips go back? And I'm pointing it to the roof. Now as I'm doing this and coming down, my shoulder blade is coming to my mid-back. I'm pulling and retracting my shoulder blade. So I'm coming down, hinging my hips back, and I can feel all those muscles on the back side of the shoulder working as I'm now working that shoulder and the mobility and the control within a full range of motion. Now I'm in a pure abducted motion, out to the side, all the way up into flexion. So I'm teaching my body how to use that new extended range of motion that I was just trying to get with all the prior mobility routine. But because I'm using a little bit of weight, I'm basically teaching my body how to lock in that new motion. So from right here, down, and back up. And you'll notice that when you're done with this, you just have so much more control of your upper body, especially for all my weightlifters and CrossFitters who are going to be training overhead and have that more freedom of motion. Now from here, I'm going to start overhead in a good ideal starting position. Shoulder blade is locked down, not shrugged up. And from here, I'm going to hinge back. See how my hips go back? And I'm pointing it to the roof. Now as I'm doing this and coming down, my shoulder blade is coming to my mid-back. I'm pulling and retracting my shoulder blade. So I'm coming down, hinging my hips back, and I can feel all those muscles on the back side of the shoulder working as I'm now working that shoulder and the mobility and the control within a full range of motion. Now I'm in a pure abducted motion, out to the side, all the way up into flexion. So I'm teaching my body how to use that new extended range of motion that I was just trying to get with all the prior mobility routine. But because I'm using a little bit of weight, I'm basically teaching my body how to lock in that new motion. So from right here, down, and back up. And you'll notice that when you're done with this, you just have so much more control of your upper body, especially for all my weightlifters and CrossFitters who are going to be training overhead. This is going to be great for you. So maybe just 3 to 5 on each side. There you go. So let's look at our clock. Where are we at? 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And that's with a little bit of talking and explanation. So right there, that shows us that this can be a very simple mobility routine that you can do at home to hit all parts of your body and have you feeling like you're moving better after. You can use this as a warm-up. You could also use this as an active recovery day. Again, we're not stressing the body a lot, so it allows you to regain your movement, your freedom of control, things that your body should be doing, and you're going to notice if you use this as an active recovery day, you're going to feel that much better the next day. So that is it for today's YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed the full body mobility routine in less than 10 minutes. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching the video.
Let's nail down the last one. Set to balance in it. Hold. And then move down. This one was pretty good for my stiff legs. Now for the other exercise of the routine, except pull-ups, I'll go get a bottle of water and then we'll go to the exercises. Now let's start the workout for 20 minutes, starting with kettlebell goblet squat. I believe this is something like this. Let's manage the angle of the camera so that I can get my full range of motion. Let's do it like this. Da, 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 da. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 21, and a bit of rest. Give or take a minute or two. Six, 7, 24, 26. Next stop, chest presses. Maybe I'll do this exercise 4 into 10 instead of 3 into 10 because it's not hitting anything, but I can feel a little bit of stretch in my left side. A minute of rest, then I'll be at it again. Tsukimichi. I can feel some pain in my elbow, a little bit of discomfortness, but I think I can go 2 more rounds just to balance things up. Next is the mountain climbers.
shoulder and the elbows coming up. And what I'm doing, is I'm allowing the athlete to learn how to do this based on feel. So I'm just going to guide their arm. I put my left hand on the wrist, I put my right hand under the elbow, and I'm gently just guiding the elbow up as the hips and chest are turning. Now we go up to contact, out front of the body. Arm goes down to the left hip pocket. I'm going to do that a few times for, right? Let's do it again. So draw back. We go to one, we go external rotation. Now I put my right elbow, my right hand under her right elbow, left hand here on her wrist. She's stepping, she's turning her hips, turning her chest, and I'm guiding the elbow up towards the right here. We go up across the body and down. Okay, in the next video, I'll show you how we strengthen the muscles that create these arm speed mechanics while protecting the shoulder from injury at the same time. If you want to increase your arm speed, hit like a world-class hitter, make more teams, get more playing time, have a chance at a college scholarship, then you need to create these arm speed mechanics while protecting the shoulder from injury at the same time.
How to do mountain climbers.
Magnus, you're strong.
Mountain climbers. The Marine will start in the push-up position. Execution. The Marine will bring one knee up to their chest, tap the foot on the deck, and then return it to the starting position. They will continue to alternate sides, keeping the back flat while performing the movement.
Did you guess that? I guess you did. The Marine will start in the push-up position. Oh, my wrists are hurting. Tap, back, tap, back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not a difficult exercise, but my wrist, this is hurting. After this is done, I'll put 10 ice on it. Let's see if there's a more difficult version of it.
You all know.
I guess there's another version of it. It's more explosive. Goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do the mountain climbers. This next we'll do the burpees. I don't know how we'll do the burpees, but we'll get through it. We'll continue the burpees at 54 or 55. Let's repeat. Burpees. I don't know if I can go to 10. Let's try. Ouch. is all I can do now. My wrist, they are flaring. This spot. Gonna have to ice it. Seems like I'm about to get another unemployed friend to join the cause of studying under same banner, Leave Nepal. Can do no more. 5 more. I think I got 5 more. That's it for today. We'll post video of pull-ups 3 round. Later. Bye bye.